Russell, how do you all break down a defense when they're packing so many guys into the paint? Not just the Spurs, but any defense.
It's actually easy to do. It's easy. I mean, because obviously they don't want me shooting layups at the basket. It creates advantages for us, wide open shots. We got so many wide open shots. I live and die by that every single day. So.
6 of 8 on the floor. OKC, 2 of 8. Grant tries to bust that. Misses for Nader. 2 possessions ago. Go ahead and take another one. Grant from Westbrook.
How does that change when Paul's not on the floor? When those teams pack the paint and you're getting guys wide open shots, but Paul's not out there?
I'm confused. What are you asking? Just ask the question you're asking.
How does the offense change when Paul's not on the floor, but teams are also packing the paint as well?
Next question.
How does the offense change when Paul's not on the floor?
A lot, obviously. MVP's not on the floor. He averaged 30 points a game. It changed the offense a lot. So you didn't answer that question. That's just, you just wanted to ask to get that answer.
What did the Spurs do against you defensively?
No, I asked you a question. Did you know the answer?
Oh, I didn't even hear the chance, man. What was the question you asked me?
So you knew the answer to that question, right?
Well, I think sometimes we ask questions, but we want to hear the answer from you,
But do
Russell.
you know the answer?
Well, I wanted to hear if you had any insight into that answer besides me just saying.
No, you know the answer,
Paul's
yes
the
or no?
MVP of the question.
Did you know the answer?
What was the question again?
Of the game. Westbrook hits the three. Schroeder. Westbrook ties the game at 93. Westbrook for the lead.
I tell you, for me, and I'll name a couple of things first. Steven Adams was fantastic. He struggled from the foul line, going 1 of 6 from the foul line, but he had 13 points, 21 rebounds.
Yeah, no big deal.
He was fantastic. Abdel Nader was fantastic. If those guys don't show up and have the game that they have, Russell Westbrook is not in a position to hit those shots down the stretch to win this game. So you have to give credit where credit's due. You know what's missing from this team right now for me? Because the W is the most important thing, but it's also about building on something and moving forward. You know what's missing outside of Paul George that this team has had all year long and that we've never questioned? 2 things. Fun and trust. Those are the 2 things right now that are missing from this team. Think about all year in certain games where you can see this team's enjoyment throughout the course of the game. And what that does as a fan and as an analyst, it makes you enjoy the game. You know, you see guys high-fiving each other, grabbing each other, really being excited for one another. That fun is not there right now. And losing isn't fun. You know, we always say winning is fun. Losing is not fun. Losing 4 in a row isn't fun. And that trust of just trusting in one another. You know, it's a point throughout the course of this game, really in the first 3 quarters, where whoever had the ball felt like they had to make the play. That's not what got this team into 3rd place, fighting for 2nd. They've got to this point trusting each other and having fun together. And right now, for the majority of this game and for the last 4, that's been missing.
What gives him that confidence to keep shooting with confidence from that line?
Well, I mean, that's what makes him the player he is. You know, it's just that. Everybody goes through adversity. Everybody goes through struggles. It's never any easy road for any player because of the level of talent and competitiveness. But the guys that have high level talent, to me, what separates them is how they handle adversity, both personally and collectively as a team. Those, to me, are the greatest guys. I don't know any team held a trophy at the end of the year, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, that said, boy, it was just smooth sailing. It was really, really easy. We had no adversity. There was no challenges. Everything just went perfectly. It never happens that way. That's what makes Russell what he is because when adversity hits or when things are not going well for him or he is not performing or shooting the ball well, he has an incredible ability to refocus and center himself on the next possession.
Look at all the other teams in the league and watch how many teams right now are going through adverse situations. It's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of them. It's not just the Thunder. But what separates teams, good teams from great teams, from championship teams, is the way that they respond to adverse situations. And I tell you what, the one thing that he just said about Russell, it was a guy that I played with in Washington named Gilbert Arenas. And I told him what really used to really set him apart was his mentality, his thought process. You know, and Russell has that similar thought process. I don't care how bad I'm playing. I don't care how bad I'm shooting. The fact that I believe in myself more than anyone else believes in me is all that I need.